Last month I did a video on why it's so important to do the final walkthrough that a lot of buyers skip, and although that can work out fine, in some cases it doesn't. And the last time I did a video, it was great. Everything was fine. However, this past week, right before Christmas, we almost were in a situation where not doing the walkthrough would have been a huge mistake, and I'm going to show you why. So if you can see, this was a VA loan, and the seller was responsible of making the repairs on this patio that didn't please the VA inspector or the appraiser, and he was to get this resurfaced properly. And I'll tell you right now, this is not proper. If you can see, I'll put my hand near that so you can see how bad of a job this is. Like, I'm sticking my hand right in here. So this entire surface, within a week's amount of time, separated. So it passed the VA inspection, but it's certainly not something that my client wants to have at her house. So the poor seller got taken by somebody that didn't have the skills to be able to do the job. So what happens when that happens is that the seller was right here when we were doing the final walkthrough, and he understood that there was going to be a conversation at the table that would resolve the issue. And it wasn't going to be, let's let the guys come back and fix it, which is what he was proposing. We ended up settling, and they monetarily took care of the situation. And the seller actually has recourse to go back and claim that the job wasn't done well and get his money back, maybe perhaps through small claims court. But my buyer didn't want to have anything to do with how that was going to be resolved. So a great house, and the seller actually did a lot of the VA repairs. But here's the message: if you're going to list your house, like I said, and take FHA loans and VA loans, then have the seller fix the things before it goes on the market, so it's not a what if but a when in regard to how the repairs are going to be made and who's going to do it. So again, I'm going to say, if it's broken, fix it. If you're going to take all sorts of loans on the property, my buyer ended up doing well. She got seller's assistance plus money at the settlement table, and all of the VA repairs were done. And now she's going to do the concrete deck the way that she wants it done. So don't skip the final inspection. The walkthrough, the final walkthrough is important. Important. All right. Happy New Year's, everybody.